Good morning, I'm Frank Powers, and this is Lifestyle Tucson, the program where I speak to our neighbors, the people behind the scenes of our amazing organizations, small businesses, and nonprofits. Our friends are informing you how they serve our community, and they are here to give you updates on future projects. Let's make some sweet friends today. Oompa Loompa, doompity doo. I've got another great episode for you. Grab some gobstoppers because I've got your golden ticket to a world of pure imagination. Because today we have a very special gaggle of guests who have transformed one of the sweetest stories ever told into another delectable stage production with their adaptation of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's just too sweet at Saguaro City Music Theatre, and they've done it again, bringing Roald Dahl's whimsical world to life in a way that should delight audiences of all ages. So please join me in welcoming this cast of characters. To my right, we've got Kennedy. How old are you, Kennedy?
9 years old.
Kennedy, welcome to Lifestyle Tucson. Then we've got Maiyah. Maiyah, good to see you.
I'm 12.
12 years old. I forgot to ask. I'm glad you remembered the notes when we started this. Dylan, welcome to Lifestyle Tucson. How old are you, sir?
I'm 9 years old.
9 years old. And next we've got visionary behind this sugar-packed production, why it's true, Humphrey, artistic director of Saguaro City Music Theatre. Welcome to Lifestyle Tucson.
Happy to be here, Frank.
How old are you? Moving on.
Believe, right.
I knew that was going to happen. So, welcome back. This is exciting. So we just even walked around the radio station really quick. I gave you a quick tour of the radio station. What did you think of seeing the radio station's guts?
Well, what I saw is it's a bunch of hallways.
A lot of hallways. Older building with a lot of offices, which is nice.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
That was pretty nice.
As you're an old pro, she's been on the radio before, because tell the fine folks what you did back in the day. You told me off air, and it was very, very nice.
It was like Valentine's Day, and I wrote a bunch of heart cards and gave them to a children's hospital.
Amazing. And you deserve the attention, Maiyah. Thank you for doing that, because that's what Lifestyle Tucson's all about. Dylan, how's it going? What'd you think of that tour?
I thought the tour is amazing. It feels like a maze.
It is
when I
kind
go
of a
around.
maze, yes. And like I said, you'll all have to work your way out. I hope you took notes. I'm not walking you out of here. So if you can't find your way out, you got to work for the radio. That's what happens. That's how I got the job. Drew, welcome back.
Thanks, Frank.
I'm so glad that you're here. Watch me entertain these kids now with a fun surprise, because it wouldn't be a fun thing about Willy Wonka without a bunch of candy.
Hey.
That's right. Have some. Those Smarties are for everyone. We've got to get all sugar charged and jacked to talk about all the fun stuff.
I got
that's
one of
going
everything.
on. Those are my car keys. Give me those back.
Oh, come on.
All right.
I was hoping to drive your car.
No. So now get some sugar in you, because we've got a lot to talk about. All right, and we get some ASMR radio right there. Oh, very nice. There we go. I got to hang out and see you guys all around town. You've been promoting Willy Wonka, and it's going to be happening in just a little bit on June 21st through the 23rd at the Berger Performing Arts Center at 1200 West Speedway. I've seen you at a few events, just practicing, showing up, showing out at some of these great shows. How prepared are you for this next big show, Drew?
Super prepared.
Yeah.
It's the most exciting time of year for Saguaro City is this camp that results in an amazing show on stage with 42 kids.
42
kids, and we've got about 8 other professional adults that we've hired to be in the show with them to play the adult roles.
Nice.
So it is the most exciting time for us, and it takes a lot of preparation. But having all those places that we cross paths with you is so fun to get a chance to be out in public and sharing a little bit of a little sneak peek of what's to come.
Heck yeah. You got to be out at these events, because seeing's believing, and seeing you kids take the stage when I saw some of the previews of some of these events was so fun, eye-opening. You were also talented. And it was really great to see you singing some of those great songs. I'm so excited to see the show, and it's really going to be a fun event, because I got to go to the last show, which was Little Shop, and I really enjoyed your production of Little Shop of Horrors. Tell me a little bit about how that production went and how it's going since then, because this is, I think, even bigger than that production. This is a big cast.
Yeah, it's an enormous cast. Little Shop was great. It was fun to play with the puppet and all of the things that come with doing a show with a man-eating plant.
Yeah.
And then we did Matilda shortly after that, which involved a lot of these kids. Were you all 3 in Matilda?
I wasn't.
Two of these three kids were in Matilda, who played fantastic dancing, singing kids with British accents. And so now we're going to put them back to work over the summer.
Yeah,
So
that's right, kids. You got to get to work. All right, have you had some sugar? Are you ready to answer some questions and talk about what it is to be a fine young thespian in the theater? First, let me ask you right here to my right. Kennedy, what's your role in Willy Wonka?
Olivia,
Who's Olivia? Which one's she?
a Candyman girl.
Okay. And what about you, Maiyah?
I'm Fiona Trout. She's a news reporter.
Okay. And Dylan, what are you up to?
I'm Augustus Gloop.
Ooh, big role.
I'm
That's
an
exciting.
overeating boy who eats too much stuff every day.
That's true. All right. How many of you have seen Willy Wonka, the original? You've all seen it now? Did you see it before you were doing the production, or did you watch it because of this?
I watched it because of it.
Yeah, what'd you think? Here, make sure you talk to the microphone.
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. Did you watch the newer one that Tim Burton did with Johnny Depp yet?
The Wonka, the new Wonka.
And then there's even the newer one now.
I don't really like the new Wonka.
Okay, what about you? What'd you think? Did you see the Johnny Depp one? And then what do you think of the newest one?
I've seen all of them.
What do you think?
I think they're all pretty great.
Okay.
I think they all kind of tell their individual stories
Oh,
in
good.
their own way.
So there you go. That is a fine political answer. Well done. And what about you there, Dylan? What do you think?
I've watched 2 of the 3 movies.
Yeah.
The one I haven't watched was the oldest one.
Oh, okay.
I liked the other 2 because they each told the stories in a different, unique way.
Well said. I'll tell you got to look up the classic one because Gene Wilder is amazing. Original Willy Wonka is one of my favorite movies of all time. It was on my is the year almost up? I haven't watched Willy Wonka yet. I got to make sure that I do it. And I'll tell you, anyone that's out there, if you haven't seen that movie in a while, you should put on any version of them, and then make sure you head on out to the Burger Theater to see this great show. What are you most excited for when it comes to the production, Kennedy?
What I'm most excited for is meeting new people and making new friends.
That is the best answer. I got to interview kids more often. That's
right.
You could learn a lot, you adults. What about you?
Also making new friends and kind of stepping out my comfort zone.
That's the way to do it. All right. I always tell people on this show, walk toward what scares you, because that's going to conquer that fear. And then who knows, you could be great at something like acting, singing, dancing, all this great stuff. Dylan.
I what I'm excited about is for the crafts that we always make. Last year when we did Susical, we made the cat puppets, and we also painted the tree for Gertrude.
Nice. I do love set design, and that was one of the best things I've ever seen at all your shows is the sets. And I imagine that this production is probably going to have some of the most elaborate sets and some of the craziest props that we've ever seen at Saguaro City Music Theatre. Drew.
in fact, we just started building today.
Really?
Today is our first day in the scene shop.
Oh my God, but hurry up.
I know, I got to get back.
The show's going to happen. You got to build these sets. How many different sets and scenarios are you going to take us through? Because Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory's got a lot of special rooms.
You know, what's kind of fun about this show is in the first act, we are on the streets of London.
Mm-hmm.
We are at the Bucket Shack. And then all of Act 2, we're in the factory the whole time.
Right.
So we really get to commit to both locations because we've got a whole intermission that we can kind of reset for.
Oh.
So it makes it handy to reset for Act 2 and get a bunch of stuff on stage, because each one of these kids meets their consequence a different way and requires a lot of help. And, we've got to fly Charlie Bucket.
Yep.
And a lot of things. We've got to send Augustus Gloop down to Chocolate River.
Yep. Spoiler alert. All right. So there's so many fun things and so many fun scenarios that are going to happen. I have to ask now, can I hear some of your best British accents? Let's go. Kennedy, let's go.
I'm scared.
Oh, don't be scared. If it's terrible, I'll edit it out. I'll tell you now and not do it. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello?
I'm gonna practice. I need to practice.
All right, do a little practice. Here, wait. Let me warm up. To your right, head, governor. Which way to the chocolates? Is that how you do it? I think that's a Cockney accent. Is that what that one
great.
is? Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, good.
Good day, mate. Can I get a bottle of water?
I think that's a little Australian, but I'll take it. I think good day, mate is Australian, but I'll take it.
Cheerio. Can I have a bottle of water as well?
Oh, that was excellent. I like that. There you go. Let me see
you.
what he got, Dylan.
Hello. I would like my spaghetti with meatballs.
A famous British dish, spaghetti with meatballs. Are
you working on your German, your Bavarian accent?
That's right, because he's Augustus Gloop. That's fantastic. Oh, my goodness. Drew, what do you got? Let me hear it.
Oh, well. Well, you know, we'll all get together for rehearsal and we'll see how it all goes, right?
Oh, pip, pip. Yes. How fun. How much do you kids love what you're doing? Since I always tell people, and I'm mostly telling adults, don't try to make your friends do things that you want to do. Go make friends with people doing the things that you want to do. So how has it been making new friends and doing the camp and performing and getting more involved with the performing arts?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Like every time I go to a new show, I make more and different friends.
Isn't that fascinating? And I'll tell you, making friends when you're a kid's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. Keep doing these things. You keep going to these things, getting involved in group activities, having fun. And yes, make those friendships, make them last, and don't be shy. Because you're all in it together. You're all a bunch of kids just trying to have fun, and that's really the goal. So what about you?
I think it's very fun. Again, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
I love making friends. It's very fun. It's exciting and very new.
Yeah, tell me a story about a different time you stepped out of your comfort zone.
Probably the first time I ever did a play.
Yeah.
At my school, I had kind of a solo bit. It was very nerve-wracking, but I ended up rocking it.
Yeah.
So, totally sold the whole show.
There you go.
So
there's nothing better than that feeling. And I'll tell you, you can't get that feeling without a little risk. You just got to risk a little. All right, what's the worst that could happen? I stutter and keep going. And you didn't. You crushed it. That's fantastic, right? You got to go for these goals. Dylan, what do you got?
Like the other two of them, I also very I love making new friends, even though at the beginning it's kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous, but by the end of the day, it's everyone's all playing together and it's just very exciting.
That is the best. I love hearing all about this because, again, right out of the mouths of babes right there. Drew, tell us about Saguaro City Music Theatre and what you are doing just as a general, because listen to what these kids are talking about. How good does that make you feel?
It makes my heart jump out of my chest. It's the whole reason why we try to create these opportunities and create a space for kids to come together. And, I remember reading how friendships are made and friendships are formed. In one theory is that the more vulnerable we are in the presence of others, that the deeper that relationship and that friendship can develop. And I feel like theater is kind of a natural byproduct for that, because you can be a little nervous to go on stage. Yeah. You can be a little nervous to try something you've never tried before, and you're doing it in front of other people that feel similarly. And when you find that confidence to do it and you get that support from, your friends around you, they become deeper friendships. And providing that opportunity not only at camp but throughout the year when we have other educational programs is really one of the first things that we try to foster is that environment where that can happen.
Talk to me, or talk to some of the parents now. Any parents listening out there that are just obviously already on the edge of their seat, because if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Oh, yeah. But how do they get involved? What should they do? Because now they've listened to this, and I'm already like, man, if I had a kid, they'd be going there next week. What do they do if they want to get involved with Saguaro City?
Best thing to do is go onto the website, saguarocity.org, click on our education page, and learn about the different programs that we offer throughout the year. They all kind of do something a little different. We've got a program in late summer that really is focused on getting kids ready to audition for their own school plays or other opportunities in the community, and giving them the tools to be able to walk into an audition confidently, that they can take advantage of other programs. So each program that we offer really kind of serves a different purpose. So and they're all throughout the year. So if you're not involved now, you can go and see when the next program kind of might be and when it might be coming up, and get on a mailing list, and we let you know. It's all tuition free. So it is a first come, first served basis.
Ding, ding, ding.
So it can be competitive. And but we are really serving children of all abilities, really trying to reach into an exceptional needs population.
That's incredible. And again, the work that I've seen you do and just seen at these events just in the short time that we've known each other, a year and a half, is amazing. It makes my day when I get, a letter from Ray saying that we're coming on down. I can't wait. And I'm glad you're here at this time, because at the other times it has been off season of summer. And now you're in the camp, which is great. We would talk about the camp back then. So now let's talk to you guys, because it's not just you go to camp and rehearse a play. what are you actually doing in the camp, and what are some of your favorite experiences in the camp? And man, slow down on some of this candy. Oh, geez.
So it's about like having fun and not just having like a boring time during summer. You can actually like it helps you exercise. You can also make more friends, and then you can also just have your own thing going on sometimes.
Okay. Tell me about some of the classes, or what are the actual, like, oh, we had to learn this today, or like tell me about some of the things as they break down in the program.
The classes are very fun, and like it definitely helps. It definitely helps like make sure you're ready for the plays.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
What about you, Dylan? What have you enjoyed while you're at the camp when it comes to the day-to-day?
What I enjoy is like going from the music room to the dance room,
Okay.
doing the choreography with Dina and doing the music with Jamie, and also doing all the crafts and meeting the designers.
Well said. Well said. Because that's what I'm saying. So you break it down like there's an entire choreography breakdown. Then I'm sure there's the singing class, and there's all these different things. Are any of you like afraid to dance? No. How has that been going with the choreography? Because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time sometimes. So it's hard when it's like, okay, I have to not just dance or just shimmy around. It's specific motions and doing this so that everyone's in sync and doing all that sort of stuff. How has that been as far as like learning all the moves for choreography while perhaps singing?
Like the first time I joined, I was a little nervous. But after like going to the classes for a little bit longer, I got more used to it. So then I could actually like be myself.
Oh, that's important. Best lesson you're ever going to learn is be yourself. Keep doing it. What about you, Maiyah?
Again, like Kennedy, the first time I went to class, I was very nervous, and I don't really know how to dance. It's like not easy, and like learning how to dance is definitely not my strong suit.
Okay.
So when I went to the classes, it kind of just like clicked, and it was like so much easier for me to learn how to dance. So the classes are definitely very helpful, and it's very fun to do. It's not like something boring or anything. It's very fun.
That's fantastic because again, a little afraid to dance at first, but I know that dancing's a big part of getting things done. And I went and took some dance classes, and it really helped me get confident with just some of the movement of some of the things I'm doing when I am trying to be a wacky person or do that thing. It's about that confidence. Dylan, tell me about how you're experiencing choreography and how it's all been going.
So I think the most important thing about choreography is telling the audience what you feel, what the character is feeling like.
Ah, well said. Well said. That's fantastic. And you're learning how to do that in the camp. That's great. Are you running a school for geniuses?
Yeah, I think so. Make sure the talking point is acting through dances.
Oh, so good.
That's great, Dylan.
Oh my goodness. I'm dead serious. You kids, I interview a lot of people. You're some of the most well-spoken, best answers I've had on this show in some time. Well done. Keep it up. No, I'm serious. Like, it's nice to meet you. But now let's take you off guard. That's enough compliments. Have you seen the show Hot Ones, kids?
Oh.
No.
Hot Ones is a talk show where they interview celebrities, but then they have to eat increasingly hotter wings, right?
Oh.
Yes. Okay, well, guess what? I've got my own version of that right now. Do you buy Crybabies from the Ice Cream Man? When I was your age. That's right. Cringe into the microphone. It's true. They need to hear it. When I was your age, this was a challenge. So if you are up to the challenge, I've got a whole bunch of Crybabies. And let's hope I don't have a whole bunch of Crybabies in the studio. Oh, okay. It opens in there. So this is gum. Now also, after that, I'm not sure which one, but this looks even worse. Ooh. So after we all have a crybaby and try to keep our composure,
I hate those.
Oh, these are warheads.
I hate those.
Extreme sour warheads. That's right, kids. You're up to the challenge.
I hate those.
You got to walk toward what scares you.
I like the blueberry. Give me a blueberry.
Okay, there you go. See how quick? See how quick? I'm gonna go for this green one. Drew, you got one?
Oh my goodness.
You got let's all do a crybaby first. All right.
Okay,
This one's mine. When I first
How do I open this?
Carefully. All right, here. Let's go. Pop it in. Pop it in. That's all you got to do. Oh, this is
guard Dylan.
This is just like when. Oh, my taste buds are on fire. Oh my goodness.
No.
There's a garbage over there if you need to get rid of it. Kennedy taps out. Maiyah.
I'm throwing the garbage away.
Oh, she's just not littering. That's good. Okay.
Okay, that was horrible. I'm moving on to Warhead.
It's fine
All
now.
right, she's going to move on to a warhead. We're going to see how it goes. all right, and or hear it. And now, while we're all suffering and sweating, tell me, how do we solve world peace? This is the important question, kids. All right, think. Stop being distracted by sour candy and think. Give us the answer. We're all desperate. Go ahead, Maiyah. You seem to have an answer.
Be nice to people.
Be nice to people. Good one.
Help everyone.
Help everyone. Dylan, what do you got?
Helping people as much as they can so
Yup.
that they can each achieve what they want.
Well done. I love this, man. Go ahead. What do you got, Kennedy?
Be nice to people and always think about what actions you do before you actually do it.
There you go. I always like to think of the golden rule as well. Treat others how you want to be treated. And, Kennedy, giving great answers but suffering. Amazing. I like that one, but also I think something we're all learning, if everyone made friends. Isn't that the idea? Make new friends, because that's how you're going to understand each other and that's how you're going to get together. So we're just solving world peace with Saguaro City Music Theatre here today. That's all. No big deal. While eating sour candy. Moving on to Warheads. Let's go.
I'm dying.
Oh, you're fine.
Do I spit out the gum?
You can spit out the gum, sure.
Ready for the warhead?
Let's do a Warhead. Black
I already
cherry.
got off most of the sour stuff.
Yeah? Okay. I think the Crybaby was right. Let's see if Warhead's worse.
Okay, mine's sweet now.
Yeah?
Oh, that's stronger.
Oh, that's way worse.
That's way worse.
That is. Oh, Maya's losing it. Oh, Maya's losing it. My
This is
goodness.
horrible.
No, it's great. It's a great
Mine's
time.
so sweet now.
Yeah, all right. So
You
there
just
you
have
go.
to get all the
And
sour
there's
layer.
the lesson.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that, Drew's.
Wow.
Dylan's chugging water.
Ah, it's hysterical. Oh, Dylan, how you doing?
Chug water.
You doing all right? All right, we're all doing great.
How are you not getting a reaction?
Listen, I coated my mouth with wax before you came in, so yeah, I cheated. But
Cheater.
That's right. No, I didn't do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very distracted by all the talent in the room and the fact that I really just want to ask you, where can people find you online? You got to have these answers ready when you're on the radio.
I've tried to search up saguarocity.org when I have my free time at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then I search up the show, the most recent show, and then sometimes it says the characters who played in it.
Oh, there you go. So do a Google search, a Bing search perhaps. Where else can we find you online?
Drew and Dina post, don't want to say main cast, but some people from the cast on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also search saguarocity.org.
There you go, saguarocity.org. Well done. There you go. Find them on Facebook as well. Where else will we find them, Dylan? Where else can we find them?
I can't think of any, so still probably saguarocity.org.
Works for me. I'll just double check it. Do you have an Instagram? I think you do.
We do. Sag City AZ on Instagram. So you can check us out there, and I'm sure there'll be some fun photos of all of our faces puckered from these warheads.
Right? What a good time. That one did get you your face. That was so funny.
I thought I was prepared for that. I was not.
So fun.
That was horrible.
Maya's suffering.
I'm surprised I did so well.
I'm suffering. I had a yellow crybaby.
Yeah.
I eat Sour Patch Kids, but this is nowhere near that.
I know. These are brutal.
You almost killed me.
All right, listen. Don't accuse me of that, but at the same time, that's the theme of Willy Wonka, kids. Look out. Oh, my goodness. Whew.
I have a pretty fun story that one of my teachers at my school, they said, "Oh, are you from the Saguaro City?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, I follow their Facebook, and I see some of the people on Facebook, and I follow their Instagram."
That's amazing. See, that getting recognized in the streets like a celebrity.
I also have a story kind of similar to Kennedy, but a few of my teachers at my school came up to me and was like, "Maiyah, are you doing plays now? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, I saw Saguaro City, I follow their Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
Look at that.
And I saw you at one of your local ads. I was like, oh my gosh. And they all told me that they were going to come buy tickets.
And that's how it works.
Come see me.
And that's why you put stars in plays. Do you see how you're a star to those people? I got to go see that play now. Mm-hmm. That's right. If I was starring in it, nobody's coming. But you're going to be there, so it's going to be a packed house. Dylan, any just stories you want to share?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a story. So for English class, we had to make a board game project, and we had to choose a story and make a hero's journey. So I chose Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I was like, I don't know where to find how to draw a golden ticket. So I went online to saguarocity.org to find it.
Well done. That's the way to do it. You got to get reference whenever you're drawing. I'm a cartoonist. That's what you do. Well done. I love all this. Let me tell you something. I also want to make sure, did I say Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory? Is it Charlie in the Chocolate Factory? The book is, what's the book? What's Roald Dahl's original book?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes. So,
Right.
and then but the play, because I noticed on the flyer, you
This
just call it
musical
Willy
that
Wonka.
we're doing is called Willy Wonka.
Right. Because and it's just nice and easy. To be
Nice
honest
and
with you.
easy, Willy
Yep.
Wonka. It
Yep.
is, for families.
Yeah.
It's an hour version.
Okay.
So it's a perfect length to bring your kids and to enjoy a nice afternoon at the theater.
How much are tickets?
Tickets start at free for
There you go.
kids
There you go.
with an adult paid ticket.
There you go.
And adult tickets are between 15 and 25, I believe.
Always worth it. A super fun time. You can go find those tickets at saguarocity.org/tickets. Any sponsors you want to thank? Just because we're on the radio, why not thank a sponsor? Anybody?
We'd really like to. We've got wonderful support in the community that makes delivering a camp and a production like this tuition free. And we'd like to thank Arizona Commission on the Arts, the Couts Family Foundation, Cox, and the Sakayama Family Foundation. And we're also partnered with Pima Community College this year, so they are hosting us, and we're very excited to build out an internship novice-ship program with them and some of their students.
That's
so
amazing.
It's a really great partnership, brand new for us this year.
I'll tell you, the only thing I've heard out of this entire conversation is opportunity. Constant opportunity for families to have fun, for kids to learn, for kids to have fun, for everyone to make friends, all this great stuff. I love when you come down and talk to me on Lifestyle Tucson. It's the best. I love that all of you came in here today because today we made friends with Kennedy, Maiyah, Dylan, and Drew Humphrey of Saguaro City Music Theatre, using the art of musical theater to promote diverse artistic opportunities and community involvement. Any final last words to yell at people? Probably come to the show.
Yes, come to the show.
Yay.
Watch us. Have fun. Step out of your comfort zone.
Boom.
Try doing plays,
Yeah.
especially at Saguaro City.
Yeah.
Join Saguaro City for their next production. Please come see the show.
Fantastic. Dylan, any final things to take us home?
Have as much fun as you can.
I love it, and I will. This was Lifestyle Tucson. I'm already doing that. Bing, bong, bing. Time for a recap. That was the best episode of Lifestyle Tucson ever. That's how I've been promoting it. I can't believe how much fun I just had and how much of a madman I got to be, kind of being like a Willy Wonka. That was so fun, but did we really notice the theme? And it really goes with the theme of what this show's always been about. Based on my intro, let's make some new friends today. That's what these kids care about most. I've told so many families to listen to this episode of Lifestyle Tucson, and I'd ask you to do that because I think we learned a lot, and I hope that you learned a lot about what your kid can really be by the time they're 9 years old if they're getting involved with the arts and motivating them to really do all the fun stuff and, again, step out of their comfort zone, go make friends, get involved, be creative, and really support them. You gotta get them to these fun events and community things so that they can make friends and really find out who they are, because that's something special. I can't thank Saguaro City Music Theatre enough. Go check them out at saguarocity.org. Go buy those tickets. Might as well buy them now. The show is June 21st through the 23rd, just 3 days, just one fun-filled weekend, so you don't want to miss it. I'm so refreshed. It feels so good. This is why I do this. I want to thank our new friends at Saguaro City Music Theatre for joining me today. You've been listening to Lifestyle Tucson. If you're a nonprofit that would like to be on the show, email lifestyletucson@gmail.com. For more information about this program or to listen to something you may have missed, go to the Sunday Mornings page on klpx.com, kfma.com, mixfm.com, or espntucson.com. You can also subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and Audible, or wherever fine podcasts are scrumdiddlyumptious. Follow on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Lifestyle Tucson, because I'm your BFF, your best Frank forever, Frank Powers. Toot toot Tucson. I love you the most.